Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to lesson number 6. In this lesson, we'll play some new rhythms and learn a few new note and rest values. We'll also see how notes can be extended for even more rhythmic options. Then we'll explore how accents can affect the way a rhythm feels. At the end, we'll play a Latin song that uses many of the things we've learned so far. We've already learned about quarter notes, half notes, and whole notes, and quarter, half, and whole rests. But we can also play notes that are shorter than a quarter note. We'll just learn one for now, which is called an eighth note. It takes 2 eighth notes to equal the value of 1 quarter note, so each eighth note gets 1/2 of a beat. One way to count eighth notes is to use the word "and" as a way to divide the beats, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. An eighth note is written as a solid circle with a stem just like a quarter note, but it adds a flag on the end of the stem. Let's play some eighth notes and quarter notes together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Just like a quarter rest has the same duration as a quarter note, an eighth rest has the same duration as an eighth note, or 1/2 beat. An eighth rest looks like this. Now that we've learned about a few different notes and rests, we can read and play a lot of interesting rhythms. There are 2 ways to extend a note. The first one is with a tie. A tie lets us connect 2 notes together so they're played as a single note. For example, if you tie 2 half notes together that each last 2 beats, you get a note that is held for 4 beats. You can also tie notes with different values. For instance, you can tie a half note, which lasts for 2 beats, to a quarter note that lasts 1 beat. This will give you a note that is held for 3 beats. Let's try an exercise with a few ties. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You will likely come across ties as you read and play more music. Just remember that a tie simply connects 2 notes together, played as one. We know that ties extend a note by connecting 2 notes together, but there's another way to extend notes called a dot. When a dot is added to the end of a note, it adds 1/2 of the note's value. So, if a dot is added to a half note, which is 2 beats long, it will add 1 beat to the note, making it 3 beats long. Let's try an example with some dotted half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dots can also be added to rests. For example, a half rest that would normally last 2 beats would last for 3 beats when a dot is added. The most important thing to remember about dots is that when they're added to a note or a rest, they always increase the value of that note or rest by 1/2. Let's try a new rhythm that uses quarter notes, eighth rests, and ties. First I'll play it for you, then I'll explain how to play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This rhythm starts with 2 quarter notes, then it has an eighth rest before it plays 2 notes again. The eighth rest moves the second 2 notes to the and of 3 and the and of 4. Let's just practice the first 4 notes. Play along with me like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you get the rhythm of the first 4 notes, you can add the last 3 notes. Let's practice this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Now let's put both sections together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4. This is a traditional Latin groove that we'll use to play the song at the end of the lesson. Playing the right notes in time is only part of what makes your piano playing sound good. Another big part of creating your own musical style is how you play accents. Notes or chords can be accented by playing them louder than the other notes. Let's also learn a new chord before we play some examples using accents. The new chord is D minor. Put your thumb on D, your third finger on F, and your fifth finger on A. Now let's play a series of quarter notes with the D minor chord, first with no accents. Play with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's accent the second and fourth beat like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's try to accent the first and fourth beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can hear how the same rhythm sounds very different when played with different accents. So let's use some accents with the Latin rhythm we just learned, playing a D minor chord. Play along with me and listen for the accents. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh! This way.
This way.
Another one?
Which one?
This
one?
Yes.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Now you can take this rhythm and play along with the full band by going to the Play Song section of this lesson. We'll play the first measure of the rhythm on a D minor chord, and the second measure on a G chord. If you listen to the band and watch the notation, you'll be able to figure out how the part is played. The song also has a middle section where the band plays 2 eighth note G chords every 2 measures, then leaves some space for the drums and percussion to play. Watch for this in the notation and play along when you feel comfortable. I hope you had fun. You're now finished with lesson 6 in this series of 9 piano lessons. When you feel ready, you can also purchase and learn songs from great musicians and songwriters from the welcome screen right inside GarageBand.